Alright, let's play, close this, see if we can't get a little bit of fun going on. That's good. Good morning, afternoon, evening, everyone, or twilight if you're like me and you stay up into the wee hours of the morning. Briefcase here, again, still playing catch-up with the Premier League, although doing 2 to 5 games a day now, and I'm catching up pretty quick. I'm already on. I think this was March 14th. Don't hold me to that, though. Not 100% sure, just jumped right into it. But we have
10 seconds remaining.
Radical Online Extremists versus Team mousesports, and I actually haven't seen Rocks, and I'm just going to call them Roxkists, or Roxkiss, as the abbreviation in the top right has shown. But actually haven't seen them play before, ever. All the while, mousesports, very fun team, all that good stuff. Interested to see what's going to happen right now. Rocks, I'm just going to call them Rocks, I think. Yeah, Rocks is much better. Rocks banning Wisp outright. Do not want to go up against him. We see this all the time, not wanting to go up and against any sort of Wisp CK combo. It used to be a lot more prevalent, or at least I think what happened was people started to realize just how strong it was, and then Wisp became a very, very early ban, because CK, of course, is good, but without Wisp, I think people consider him kind of neutered in a way. All the while, we have mousesports banning Nyx as well as banning Batrider, two very good utility heroes. They can support, they can solo, they can go mid if they need to. Very good at pretty much any sort of role. And of course, both incredibly good at ganking if spec that way, which they usually are. Radical Online Extremists, God, that's too long. Rocks banning Keeper of the Light, very, very strong support as well. Most of them kind of banning sort of supports at the moment. Wow, this is some fast picks and some fast bans. I haven't seen this ever so quick. All the while, okay, so we have Rocks picking up Magnus, picking up Gyrocopter, also has Darkseer. Have that Darkseer Magnus ult, and Gyrocopter as well, throwing down an ult into from a vacuum into a reverse polarity to a Gyro ult. That's a lot of damage. All the while, mousesports picking up Shadow Demon, very good at stopping combos with Magnus. He blinks in, and if they're fast enough, Disruption will go down and stop any sort of reverse polarity, give them time to spread out. Shadow Demon, of course, also very good at just being an overall generally very, very strong support. Can be very good at ganking, very good at picking off people. And right now, it looks like mousesports might be going in sort of a ganky route for their heroes. You have Nature's Prophet, You have Nature's Prophet and Queen of Pain, incredibly mobile. You got Queen of Pain's blink in slow. Nature's Prophet can be anywhere that they need him to be. Very similar to the CK and Wisp combo. Obviously not as strong as doing that and chasing people down, but overall, very, very good at going and just getting that last hit for ganking and that sort of stuff. All the while, Shadow Demon can set up those ganks. What you thought was maybe just Shadow Demon there with Disruption, Nature's Prophet will show up, and then boom, it's a 2-on-1 or a 2-on-2 with you in an advantageous position. All the while, we have a couple more bans going down. Mousesports banning Puck and Visage. I've been seeing Visage get actually banned a little bit more nowadays, and even when he doesn't get banned, I don't see him get picked that often. But very strong hero. Soul Assumption is almost like a mini snipe in a lot of ways. At level 4, 300 damage, gets it by level 7, 300 damage roughly, with I think 1600 range or 1400, just massive as well. Vengeful Spirit getting picked up by mousesports as well. Very good at ganking again, very good at positioning. Not a super mobile, but overall very, very useful. And kind of rounding out their team as far as supports. They don't have a truly hard carry, but both Nature's Prophet and Queen of Pain can go that route if they get farmed. There's the true hard carry. Didn't see exactly who Radical Online Extremists, who Rocks picked up, or or denied, I should say, banned. But getting Bane, very, very good at disabling, of course. Fiend's Grip will be good for Luna once she gets BKB. Pretty standard on Luna, especially with the amount of stuns and disables going on for Rox at the moment. Also picking up Rubik, my absolute favorite hero. He's so fun, he's so wonky. Can be pretty essential in a lot of these things. If he gets a Nature's Prophet port, will be filling that role as well, but has a nice stun from Vengeful Spirit. Disruption, of course, can be tide changing. Blink from Queen of Pain, or ult, actually. Really big ults from Queen of Pain and Luna to be stolen as well. And with that, let's go over who is playing who. We got Sharkfic as Rhinotar, pretty sure Magnesto. Sharkfic, we got Y'all. Y'all is Rubik. Dread as Darkseer. Old Star as Bane, possibly not part of Rox, not 100% sure, I'll look into that. Bizzle's Perfect is Gyrocopter, playing that. All the while, we have Prophet scouting with a Trent, or Gyre Eidolon, as Valve seems to think. Not a big deal. Alex, we got Mouse Alex is Shadow Demon. Black playing as Luna. Weird little happy face as Vengeful. I'll try to see if I can figure out who that was, but at the moment, I'm not 100% sure. We got Sneggin Brinson, or Fata. I know, I'm going to be calling him Fata. Ooh, boy. We got Fata as Queen of Pain, going mid, of course, and Quatch. I remember you. You came in an earlier game where I had a hard time saying your name, and I just called you whatever your hero was. So you're going to be maybe Quadge. Quadge is kind of nice. So we have Magnus going bot, or mid, I should say, not bot. Going to be bottle croning it up, getting that early bottle as much as he can. Queen of Pain, though, doesn't have to worry about that. Having a little bit more mana, knowing that as long as there are wards on Fata's team for mousesports, Queen of Pain is going to be having rune control, much more mobile than Magnus at the moment. We have a tri-lane top, of course. Rubik getting the double damage, looking good in that raiment, I must say. Old Star going up top, just trying to give as much farm to Gyrocopter as possible. The exact same thing is happening bot, though, with Black, and both teams look like they have a jungler. Darkseer jungling for Rox, all the while you've got Quadge jungling as Prophet for mousesports. Doesn't look like he doesn't kill this fast enough to get the stack. And I'm fairly sure there is a stack at 1 minute, but doesn't matter. Alex just pulling bottom, seeing if they can't get a little bit of creep pull. All the while, Black killing whatever she wants right here, getting all that farm. Num 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 num. Already at 7 last hits, 7 as well. Gyrocopter, both teams farming just effectively. All the while, though, both sides pulling into the jungles, and both pulling extremely well, of course. We've got, so really, when it comes right down to it, we've got tri-top, tri-bot, a jungler as well, and until something actually happens, it's not much point in looking at them. They're just going to be farming. They're just going to be pulling. We can assume they're going to be doing really well. So this, in the mid, is where all the action's going to be. Magnus has picked up a bottle and has already gone to Bottle Crow. Looks like he took it out, and now he's running away, slowing him down, using the shockwave, and I think Darkseer is probably going to be patrolling this rune, trying to make sure that Queen of Pain doesn't get it. Just so that if there is a possibility of a rune, especially a regen rune. Oh, haste there's Darkseer. Looks like he wants it, getting the surge, but he's not going to get there in time. Oh, he does indeed, and with that, he's going to chase her with Ion Shell. He knows that she can slow him, but haste doesn't matter. Seeing if he can't get it, Shockwave would have been nice if he would have hit her, and just can't get away. The cooldown is not nearly enough. All the while, pushing down into the top tower of mousesports. Luna, though, not being able to do exactly as much damage by any means. You've got 4 top, not even a try anymore, but pure full. And with that, mousesports, they might try to reinforce, but I don't think so. Fortification. And with that, Rox is taking an early lead as far as gold advantage and mid. Especially with this bottle growing Magnus. He's having a pretty good time. And now a big swing already for Rox. 4 top, seeing if they can't take a tier 2. Does anybody have... Nobody actually has a TP to go and help Venge deny this. Venge is going to be there trying to deny it if it gets down to that low. A little bit hard for these low level heroes to actually do anything to the tower. and really push in. But this will be nice for them, being able to kill all this whilst giving minimal damage to these creeps, and then killing this slightly before this. And oh man, that was some bad talking, bad casting. Doesn't matter. Fortification now. Has anybody bought a TP though to see if they can't go in and help? No, just trying to stall this falling, making sure that it can clear up the creeps as best as he can. Venge is there to throw down a little bit of negative armor, help this tower kill those creeps just a little bit more. All the while, Magnus is bottle crowing mid, pretty much to his heart's desire. And you see this a lot now, is Magnus is a pretty good mid, but pretty much only if he has the bottle crow available. All the while, incredibly early pushing going on up top. Already down 2 towers, gonna be swinging the gold massively in the advantage of Rocks. It's only 4 minutes and 2 towers have already gone. All the while, this tri-bot for Mouse is gonna equalize a little bit, get the bottom tower for Dire, or get the bottom tower for mousesports now. Gonna be getting that, and looks like they're gonna be trying to push in to the tier 2. Doesn't matter though, Gyro is here. He's gonna have flak cannon available just to try to beat everybody up a little bit, harass as much as he wants. All the while, Magnus is there. Is not level 6 yet. If he had been, that could have been a big opportunity to team fight. Doesn't matter though, everybody running back. Looks like Quaj is going for excuse me, Quaj is probably going to be going for Hands of Midas, I would suspect. Ooh, if anybody caught that little bling, I got a text, I think. I did indeed. Probably need to pick somebody up in none too short of a while. But that'll be after dinner and after I've casted these next few games. Which is, by the way, going pretty well, I must say. Slowing them down usually doesn't get more than 1 level in Shadow Strike. You really want it for the slow. The damage, of course, is quite substantial. Once you do get up there, how long is it? So it's 3 damage is dealt every 3 seconds, and there's 15, meaning there's 5 stacks. That means that once you get up there, it's 125 plus 6 times 5. Once you get up there, it's roughly 400 magic damage, and while that is substantial, you really want it for the massive slow that goes on. All the while, Shockwave harassing the hell out of Mouse Fata. And with that, he'll probably just bottle crow up again. You'd think that this crow might be going over there, but he's not doing it too much. Darkseer farming top. Looks like he's going to be pulling this right now. Ooh, usually the best time to pull is at 52, but I think he just snuck it in. It's not going to be a big issue. And possibly Wild Wings seem to be pretty fast. It's going to be pulled just fine. Probably trying to stack that for Gyro, who can really take advantage of that. All the while, Bane is here. He does have Nightmare, but nobody's around to really capitalize on this Queen of Pain, who he could have gotten. All the while, she gets haste, has Blink. There's not really an issue. Rubik could have been there, but he can't do much. He could throw her to high ground, but it's Queen of Pain, so it doesn't matter. All the while, Magnus is bottle crowing. I'll start using their names again. Sharkfic is bottle crowing. Luna looks like she's farming. Very effectively bought. Let's look at a gold per minute type graph and see just who's doing it. Gyro farming the most. All the while, Luna pretty close second. Darkseer and Magnus, though, doing very well indeed on their own. Queen of Pain on par with them, though, as well. Of course, Gyro has free farm top, going Drums of Endurance. Really good item, gives him the survivability. He's kind of a squishy hero at the start, and the added stats will, of course, give him that extra damage. And you see this on a lot of Gyros. They go more stat-based damage. They don't really go relic or that sort of stuff, or just huge damage items. At least not until late game, where you might get a Daedalus type style. I was gonna say Bariza Do Canyon there, or Canyon. Jeez, how do you say that? I was gonna say a Bariza for a while, but that's not what it is anymore. So we got Bizzles doing fine, getting up top. Looks like he's already got a Drums coming to him, or no? Maybe not. Just a Bracer, it seems. Doesn't have the other things, but probably going to be going Drums. You see this on a lot of Gyros, I think I just mentioned. Obviously, Quaj getting that Midas. Just trying to get that early farm. And you know who makes really good money? Nature's Prophet makes really good money. Luna, of course, getting level 4 Lucent Beam and Eclipse. Beams, 4 of them. I think only 3 can hit. Can only hit a maximum times. Whoa, what? A single target can only be hit a maximum times. Some good writing. Everything's fine. Maximum, probably should say of 3 times, because I think it says of 3. I could be wrong. Either way, crowing up, has Yasha already. Just trying to get that speed. Yasha plus Tranks, and this is before the Trank nerf. Prophet is there just to deny, and if he had not skewered away there, could have been... Black could have picked up a nice kill. Eclipsing, of course, and Lucent Beaming can really catch people out of position, just like Rocket Barrage here. I actually quite like this gyro build. You don't see this all the time, but Dread getting a little help clearing this camp. His Ion Shells can't do it alone. Mud Golems are just the bane of a Darkseer who doesn't have treads or any sort of mana at all. Just using Surge to his best advantage, trying to use that to move around. Does not have boots yet even, which is fine, just fine. All the while you got Sharkfic bottle crowing all the damn time. Bizzles, perfect. Yeah, but like I was saying, Gyrocopter, this build of getting Flat Cannon and only Flat Cannon, you get level 1 homing missile for the stun. That's what you really want it for. Of course, it scales well, but that's not what you need it for. You want that stun. Rocket Barrage is very, very strong early. Kind of tapers off mid, though, unless you catch somebody out and you've actually been leveling it. All the while, though, if you get Flat Cannon, one, you're very, very good at farming. It's like having a Battle Fury on a ranged hero. All the while, also, if you are pitted against laning, or in the laning phase, if you are pitted against somebody like Luna, you can just turn Flat Cannon on, shoot all the creeps, and you get 6 roughly free attacks on her, and that is just massive. There it is, there it is, this one a long range too, just 2 hits taking her down by 100. If you take that, 300 damage if you can hit him with every single one, and just really, really good at harassing and keeping people like Luna a little bit low on health. A while, Regen Rune top. Does he have his bottle for it? He does. Queen of Pain, guessing wrong that time. Not the end of the world, though. Because Queen of Pain's name is Fata. There we go. Cool. We got Sharkfic using some shockwaves. Very, very low scoring game at the moment. But there it is. There's that Quadge porting in, like I mentioned. Seeing if he can't get a little bit of damage going on. Big slow, though, with his ult, but there's not enough. A few ults laying down, not Eclipse. But in ports Nature's Prophet, and he will be able to port away with absolutely no problem. All the while, Rock's running in. He's got ult still. Reverse Polarity, if he really wants to. Using it on just one. And Alex just barely dying. You thought he might be able to get away with the Magic Wand, but he couldn't quite do it. All the while, Rock's picking up that mid. Trading a Gyro for Shadow Demon. Not the best trade, of course. Gyro usually has a huge amount of unreliable gold. Shadow Demon, not so much, of course, being the support. But in comes Quadge. Doesn't have ult anymore. Has used it already to push lanes in a little bit. Queen of Pain is here. We got Fata running away with Black. And imports all the way home Fata just to heal up a little bit. And Black can't farm effectively bot anymore. Not with Sharkfic here. The possibility of Skewer, Homing Missile, and Rocket Barrage, and Call Down is just too much to really scare him. Especially with... He's gone a very, very early Yasha, which, of course, plus Tranks gives him huge, huge mobility. I believe Luna is actually the fastest hero in the entire game as far as base speed goes. I think she starts with 330, which is the fastest. All the while, however, you combine that with Yasha, and Tranquil Boots are incredibly, incredibly fast all the time. It's not HP survivability like a BKB is, but it is a different form where you can just get away and not be too worried. Fata is here. Looks like Rubik might be getting caught out. Gets slowed. Is going to get screamed on. I'm pretty sure. Old Star, though. There it is, and looks like Rubik does fall. Old Star is there, getting hurt quite a bit. Queen of Pain doing tons and tons of damage. Fata doing lots of damage. There's the missile stunning him. It's only 2 seconds, but there's the big ult. Knows that he's used Blink, does not have it anymore. Rocket Barrage catching him out. All the while, in comes Darkseer. We got Dread running in and just making sure that everything is cleaned up. All the while, Sharkfic picking up an invis. You can actually port with that. I had no idea. I don't know if Black knows. Probably does. Maybe saw it. Maybe just saw it out of the corner of her eye. Not the end of the world, but just there it is. There's that speed I talked about. Maybe didn't know it. Doesn't think Sharkfic is chasing the entire way. Has reverse polarity. Gonna maybe start with a shockwave and skewer down to the low ground. Looks like he might have missed his opportunity now. He knows that it's gonna run out maybe, but they're maybe just trying to figure out what to do. Reverse polarity and letting everybody think. No, letting her farm, just stealing a little bit of her experience, which I'm pretty sure actually is not how that works. Oh, Black going around, though. All the while, Sharkfic knows that he's there. There it is. Reverse polarity. Going to skewer back into the tower. And with that, Black will easily fall. Getting completely caught out. Thought he was safe. Nobody knew where Magnus was, where Sharkfic was the entire time. But Quadge will go up top and will push this in at the same time. There is a battle going on mid. We got Fata killing up Magnus just a little bit, killing up Sharkfic. All the while, Dread comes in and counters that, getting avenge as well. And with this, Quadge is going to be up top, trying to push this in, really force Rocks to go up there. Queen of Pain blinking in, Fata being all over the map, picking up a pretty easy. Who we got? Rubik. There you go, picking up a pretty easy Rubik kill. At no problem to him. Dread is here, still doesn't, oh no, now he's got boots, but it just has all kinds of survivability. He's got Stout Shield, fairly, not early mechanism, but it is there. Quadge is here as well. Blizzed, perfect, hanging out top, got those drums, has already got an Ogre Club, gonna be going BKB, does not want to get eclipsed, disrupted, especially taking him out of the team fight. Does not want to get slowed. Quadge porting away. Don't know what. It looked like he was porting up top, but in goes the missile. It's going to chase him the entire way. I think the missile does have a timer, but let's watch it. All the while, we got mousesports smoking up, seeing if they can't find anybody. Not too much is going on. Of course, Luna running around at massive speed. There it is. Does not get any time and does hit Quadge. He can't get away from it. Doing a pitiful 70 damage. No problem at all. Sharkfic farming pretty well. Let's look at some net worth. All the while, very even as far as kills go. And Luna taking the top spot a little bit above Gyrocopter. Getting a little bit more just then as well. Farming up that big old camp right there. And now getting another camp as well. Has double damage, making that very easy. Gyrocopter, though, doing the same. Just getting an ancient camp. And Luna, what are you at now? You have Yasha, you have enough for a BKB, just hitting Sharkfic a little bit, getting him out of the way. She knows that if he can eclipse, run up, and he doesn't have, but he does. She might be able to kill him, avoiding and running around those shockwaves. And now the three of the 4 top spots go into Team mousesports. Prophet, of course, incredibly good at farming, also has Hand of Midas, which he's using very effectively. Wrath of Nature, not sure if he's saving it or if he's about to cast it. Does have the mana, shouldn't be too concerned about it. You see a lot of Nature's Prophets just casting this pretty much all the time, but maybe he's trying to save it for a team fight. All the while, Y'all is down here, picking up Black. Black getting caught out, does not have the BKB to run away, and with that gets vacuumed into the wall and falls. Telekinesis, of course. Sharkfic is there just to make sure nothing gets away. Blinking and not having to use any abilities. Here comes Gyro, though. Gonna be trying to pick up Alex. Alex just getting hit, but in comes Fata. Getting Bane. Blues can't get Alex, but there is the reverse polarity. Fata falling. Sharkfic is here. He doesn't have the mana anymore. He's got one shockwave at him, but there he is. Mana boots, and Skewer is on a massive cooldown. Blink Dagger, though, he'll be able to get him. Alex disrupting him, though. Here comes Y'all. Doesn't have enough for telekinesis. Sharkfic misjudges it. Alex running around the tower. Can't get away in time. Imports Quadge. Killing Rubik. I think that we see, and then pops Fata again. Getting slow and Dread. There it is. Surge just comes off cooldown. He's got 3 more seconds. He can't get away. Getting stunned. And with that, he will fall. Pops the mechanism, though. I'm not sure even if we saw it, but he can't get away. Fata is there. Pop the mechanism. Not sure if he had enough for one more surge. All the while, lots of buybacks coming. Sharkfic bought back. Old Stars bought back. We also have Blizzed Perfect, who I don't know if he bought back. He might have just ported away, but Dread buying back as well. Getting a vacuum. Quadge can't get away. Fiend's Grip on him. There is no stun to get Old Star. All the while, porting him back. Dread getting him. Nature's Prophet falling as well as Shadow Demon. And with that, it's gonna be equalizing this big old swing in mousesports' favor. Dread getting stunned, getting all kind of tower attacking. Old Star is here trying to brain sap him to death. Doesn't matter though. Oh, and just barely falls. And with that, it's going to swing right back up for mousesports. Fata being everywhere, hoping that one last pulse kills him. It does. Has this leveled up to level 3 now. It's doing 50 damage a pulse. All the while popping those bottle charges, seeing if she can't. Has the magic wand as well. Knows that his ult is down. Has actually a gem of true sight, running in, skewering, doing everything he can to just scare him away. There it is, big reverse polarity. Looks like Fado won't get away. Does not have blink anymore. Was only there to blink in, and with that, Quadge will pick up the gem of true sight, going Orchid. Very, very good item, of course, on Nature's Prophet. Especially for the kind of Nature's Prophet, which like he seems like he's going. You pour it in a team fight, and you just disable anybody who's a really big initiator. Of course, Magnus, very, very important to disable. He'll blink in, and you're fast enough. Absolutely no reverse polarity. He's taken out of the fight for how long is Orchid? I want to say 5 seconds. Boom! 5 seconds. I was right, indeed. Feeling good. Feeling good about my game knowledge. Quadge farming up. Doesn't really matter. I think that he's got Orchid. I mean, it's two of these. He's easily got it. Maybe just wanting to, get enough gold that he can buy it using pretty much completely unreliable gold. Very, very safe option. Of course, Nature's Prophet, a hero who very much wants to have buyback all the time. Sure, he might die quick in a fight, but if he has buyback, he is one of the only heroes who gets in there in time to do anything. All the while, we got Rox heading down bot. Looks like they might want to finally take this other tier 1 of mousesports. Getting a little bit fed up that mousesports has been so secure bottom, especially with how Nature's Prophet Quadge has been counter-pushing and split-pushing the whole time. You have Fada pushing mid as well, also going Orchid, which I quite like. Incredibly good items to go against this team. Of course, Gyro has BKB. Is not the biggest thing against Gyro. And with that, Vengeful trying to probably swap him into the fray and see if he can't do anything. All the while, mousesports picking up that mid tower, trading it for a tier 1. Tier 2 mid is not on par with the tier 1 bottom. Sharkfic is here, and with this Orchid, Nature's Prophet might be able to start ganking Magnus. Usually has a way to get away, has Blink, has Skewer, and Reverse Polarity in a clutch moment, but it doesn't really matter. Also, there it is. There's that Orchid stopping a big vacuum from falling as well, or at least the prospect of a big vacuum. And with this, mousesports gets up a little bit. Fada, I wouldn't be surprised if she had Orchid right now coming on the courier. She does indeed. Getting Fiend's Grip though. In pops only a reverse polarity on one, not a massive one. All the while Gyro popping BKB, got perfect popping BKB. Quad's trying to go away, gets Nightmare, doesn't matter though, gets Skewered as well, and with that, Mouseport crumples just a little bit against Team Rox. But it looks now like Luna has Manta, making her ability to push much, much greater. Deciding to go a quick and early Manta, or at least Manta first before BKB. Understandable, actually. While BKB obviously will stop Vacuum, it will stop Gyro, it'll stop Telekinesis, and Brain Sap and Shockwaves and what have you. It's only really stopping a lot of damage. When it comes to the cold, hard stuns and disables of Team Rox, Fiend's Grip goes right through BKB, as does Reverse Polarity. It's not going to be doing a damn thing against any of that. So, very, very understandable. Sharkfic, oh, just big swap by Weird Face guy. I'm just going to call him Venge. Big swap by Venge. Gets the Haste Rune. No Haste Rune for Magnus. Can be the difference. Big Scream now by Fada. And with that, the Eclipse, as well as Fada's Scream, is just going to be melting. Absolutely melting Rox. Taking how much damage each? This is level 6. Looks like it probably hit 3 to at least 3 heroes. That's 900 damage. You plus that with this level 2 Scream. Ooh, boy, roughly 1,300 damage a piece. Of course, magic resistance going to stop that. But with the entire team of Rox down, Quadge is going up top just to get a little bit of damage on it all the while. Black farming very effectively, like I mentioned. has that Manta style, arguably a better item against this team. You don't always go BKB, you got to think about what you want. But now getting the BKB very, very strong, of course. Going to stop a lot of damage, probably wants that a lot now. And with this, they know reverse polarity. Actually, I thought he used it. Looks like he got caught out, was probably silenced, got that swap in. Also has Oblivion Staff, probably trying to go Refresher, which 2 reverse polarities, that's enough to kill any team. No team that I can think of can really get 2-2 through that. They know that smoking up, seeing if they can't outrun them. Everybody running in. If there's one person to be caught out and to reveal a smoke, it's a good one. It was Queen of Pain for mousesports. Can easily get away. If Alex had been there, might have had a much, much harder time. Quaj farming up with his ult just a little bit, pushing in those lanes, and all the while, it looks like mousesports has all the vision in the world, and I'm pretty damn sure that Team Rox is having a very difficult time. Very afraid to move out. I would be too. Prophet is getting to be pretty scary. Has up 180 damage now. Has Orchid. Has Shadowblade. Is completely and utterly not scared of going in and trying to gank people solo. I mean, if things go pear-shaped, you just Shadowblade away. And with there being no precedence of invisibility on your team, there's not going to be much detection. All the while, Gyrocopter getting Blade of Alacrity and a band of Elven Skin. Yep, good stuff. Got to get that elf skin. And looks like he's probably going Manta as well. And this is when you see those Gyrocopters with those drums and what have you. Of course, the drums gives you the stats, and you see a lot of gyros getting Manta as they're very, just an incredibly strong overall item. Gives them stats in every which way, and the drums, of course, almost like an ultimate orb in and of themselves. And it's the stats that you really need to make your illusion stronger. So going that way, probably a good item, especially with the amount of AoE ults, really just the 2, but can sow a little bit of confusion in there. Does not want to get swapped out all the time. Of course, disruption being an issue. In jumps Fata, seeing if he can't pick up our Rox. Rox picking it up, I should say y'all picking it up, the Sonic Wave, 600 damage. Nice ability to steal. Still can't blink in like Queen of Pain. Isn't the end of the world. Dread, of course, has an Ogre Club, probably, I would assume. Going BKB as well, trying to avoid all that front-loaded damage that can happen. Gyro, of course, went early BKB. Black went early Manta style, and when it comes right down to it, if you're looking at the net worth like I am, maybe might have been better to go that Manta. I understand it, but although he is up against, this is perfect being up against far more reliable stuns and disables disruption, of course. Stun right there. Vengeful's Spirit, Magic Missile, of course, the most standard of standards. Venge's Magic Missile, very reliable stuns. And Black not having to be up against too many of those. Telekinesis, but Fiend's Grip goes right through it as well. But getting the BKB probably does not want to be asleep for an entire fight. All the while, though, man, I should really pay attention. P.S. I should really pay more attention to this corner. Because, yeah, I could be like, oh, let's look at the game stats. And then I kind of ignore it and forget that it exists. Ooh, popping down. Can't do enough damage to really kill y'all. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, though. Quaj is here as well. Has an ultimate orb. Probably going to be going... I don't know. With Shadowblade is not too fearful of being ganked, I must say. But let's see what Ultimate Gorbs it goes into. Of course, possibility is Scatty is absolutely not concerned about fighting Dread or anybody. I don't think anybody has gotten Dust or Gem whatsoever. Let's close up this shop a little bit. Of course, sentries are in play, but there are none right here for Rox at the moment. All the while, Rox, very limited vision, has no idea what's going on outside of their base. Very scary for them. Really don't want to move out. They can get ganked. And with mousesports, they have such a strong ganking lineup. One disruption by Alex and you're down. Fata hangs out, just has to blink in. All the while, Luna's there. Oh, misses his reverse polarity. How is that possible? Does reverse polarity not suck people in who aren't visible? That might be a possibility, because it looked like in the last second, Black made it up this ridge. All the while, though, they know that reverse polarity is down. They're going in, trying to use this small window of opportunity, 2 minutes actually, where they can do it. Lots of ults being thrown down. Looks like y'all use Scream. Doesn't matter, though. Black is here, has BKB, also popped Manta. Both teams doing very, very well. Looks like a lot are buying back from Rocks, though, and mousesports looks like they're doing quite a bit more damage. This wall, though, proving to be a little bit of an issue, doing a lot of damage to Venge as well as Alex. Black, I should say, is running away. Fata has jumped in. Looks like she bought back and got here some incredible way. Venge just killing up that missile a little bit. Although reverse polarity was down, they still had a wall, which is usually enough, although this odd placement, usually enough to stall a big old push. Ooh, popping in, just trying to, oh yeah, force staffing in, just trying to get a stun off, maybe a swap, but can't do enough damage and in enough time. Bane completely ignoring Enfeeble, completely understandable as well. You've only got a couple of targets who you really want to use it on. Luna, Queen of Pain, but Luna, really the true carry. You want to use it on Luna, and usually it doesn't matter. Ooh, Old Star being completely caught out with the amount of extra damage on that. No wonder, though, y'all. Stealing the blink, or not the blink, stealing the swap, all of that. Any ports, he doesn't have reverse polarity. It's still on cooldown, just trying to get Alex. Alex will fall. How could he possibly not? And the shockwave just not actually hitting him. Doesn't matter, though. With all that, Venge being caught out, although it looked like him trying to die hard, reverse polarity in the last second, but in pops Quad. He's here, he's got Orchid, he's not too concerned. Dread running in, trying to kill Vengeful. All the while, bzz, perfect, does have a gem. Doesn't matter, though, he can see anything. Quad is there, killing up everything, silencing him, he's gonna be falling, and with that, the entirety of Rocks is gonna melt. And I don't think that many of them have buybacks. I'm pretty sure a lot of them just did. The only one who does is Magnus, is Magnus, because I can't remember his name at the moment. Y'all being picked off by Quad. In pops Fata. Very, very good at ganking. Old Star as well. Sharkfic buying back. Sharkfic buying back. Does have reverse polarity when and if he ever needs to. Might want to use it. Yeah, uses it on Black while he's in tower range. Isn't going to be enough, though. All of the stuns and all of the damage in the world can't kill Black. Quad's doing fine, was farming very effectively. Everybody now, because of all of the damage. Black picking up a or a butterfly, I should say. Getting my B's confused and my BTTs. Picking up a picking up a butterfly. Black has picked up a butterfly, thus producing more overall HP because no MKB is on the field. Of course, giving him that resilience, as well as his illusions, an added amount of resilience. Evasion works on them, thus making them just that much more difficult to kill. Not to mention that the pure agi that this gives, the damage not so much, but the agility that it will give to the illusions, of course, increasing their damage as well. They know that Roche is up. Looks like it's already pretty cinched in the bag for Rocks. I would be incredibly impressed, but I think it's impossible for them to come back from this. 24 roughly thousand in favor of Team mousesports. Experience-wise, they're up to 28, I would say. 28,000 experience in favor of mousesports. They're just probably gonna wait around for Roche and guarantee their victory. Of course, you have seen better comebacks, but Blizz being completely caught out. Does what was that? Was he getting ethereal bladed? Just such a terrific item on Queen of Pain. Runs in, stops anything from happening. Especially Gyrocopter can't attack, and he is one of those heroes where he very much needs to auto attack. He's a right clicker in a lot of ways. Queen of Pain, of course, it also doing a huge amount of damage, getting a lot of agi. Queen of Pain doesn't really need it, but it doesn't matter. Wouldn't mind to see an ethereal blade on Black. He's almost got the money to get somewhere close to it, but probably I would suggest or suspect going Satanic as well, maybe dropping these Tranks for something. And this, of course, before the Trank nerf that happened not too long ago, and this is kind of why or at least earlier in the game was kind of why. You see a lot of carries getting tranked, and they just never have to give them up because late game they're still good, they're still fine, their move speed is fine. This Roche just dropping like a stone. That was one of the fastest Roches I've ever seen, not including Dire Tide, of course, or no, Grieveling, because damn. The amount of effort and time put into the ways to screw over the mechanics of that were just astounding. Really impressed by the community on that one. Good job, guys, breaking the game. And with that, egg is being picked up. Who did it go to? Who had room? Queen of Pain. It was Fat, picking it up, wanting to get that Sonic Wave off and maybe do it again. All the while, just running and pushing in, killing y'all as much as he can. Fiend's grip, though, on him. And now y'all picking up the Scream. It won't be enough to do anything. Down pops a reverse polarity. Doesn't matter, though. This is just cleanup. This is just gravy. Even with a reverse polarity, Eclipse is going down. Getting into it there. It's lasting forever. Dread will fall. Black is incredibly quick. 445 with Tranks up. And there it is. Rocks giving the GG. Blizz so close to living. Just can't get away. And the first of the disconnects has happened all the while. I don't know. Even if they disconnect all right now, it's a race to throne it. Let's see if they can actually do it, folks. Bane hasn't gone yet, thus prolonging just how long they have. Looks like he's still going to be there, and with that, they are going to get throned, or I should say anciented. Does not have the same ring for it. That's a-okay. Old Star getting killed, doesn't matter, will fall, and these illusions as well as these mega creeps. Not mega yet, I renounce that, so sorry. But Bane falling, and now, there it is. Everybody focus fires, it's down. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to go to Game 2 of this series. By Team mousesports and Rocks. Thanks for watching again. If you like me, then do all that stuff you do when you like me. All that liking and commenting and subscribe and what have you. It's fine. Do it up. I love you if you do. Thanks again, guys. This has been Briefcase bringing you some past Premier games. Playing catch up.